pandemic trapped a bunch of aging role-playing gamers in their homes, forcing them to crawl out of their pen and paper comfort zone and into the online world of virtual tabletops and video calls. So join them as they raise the curtain to share their stories, insights, and love of all things geek. Welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers Podcast, assholes.
Welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers Podcast. My name is Matt, and will be your host and GM tonight as we bring you episode 3 of our D&D 5th edition story, The Endless Harvest. Let's meet our intrepid and somewhat deranged heroes, the members of the medieval metal band Mithril Maidens.
We're not evil.
Woo! Mithril Maidens rules!
I didn't say evil, I said a little bit deranged.
Oh, medieval. Okay. Well,
medieval.
Grim Mike.
Right.
So why don't I start with, I'll just go in my screen, Nathan.
Who? What? Fuck.
Nathan, tell me who you're playing and what your instrument is.
I'm too busy messing with stuff, man. I'm
Yes, we all know you're the lead singer. Yes.
I'm not the singer. I'm the sack pipist.
Oh, that's right.
Sack pipist.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's your character's name, man?
Echoes of Banter. I am an Eladrin, which is a type of Fey elf, and I am also a Kinsey monk. So super good with weapons and super cool, super casual, and very modest.
Yes, I can see. All right, Sean.
I am Yulgrim of the Lost Shire, a mighty halfling warrior, slayer of the two bullets. I am a great warrior, annoyed by this fat woman in the cart who keeps crying. But that's all I got because, I'm not the lead singer and I don't know how to talk to people. And I play lead lute. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Tyr.
Roy, I'm Rain Northshine. I'm fairy, Fey from the Feywild, fighter, and rogue, and I play the bass lute.
All right,
Oh, Jesus.
Kupo.
My grandma's, and I'm stuck with these fucking. I got fairies and fat birds, and I'm just trying to find my next fix for some drugs. So, could we just get this thing started?
All right, so when we left off, oh wait, who wants to do the recap? Sorry.
I said I'd do it, so I'll do. I have the notes, and I will give our viewers or listeners hopefully the right recap. So in last session, the party had stopped to help a group of refugees whose wagon had got stuck in the mud. It was raining heavily, and there were 3 wagons ahead of the group, next to a river. But then the ground swelled, and a Bulette creature, which is basically a land shark, burst from the ground near the front of the caravan, scaring the horses and causing the cart, occupied by a man, and a woman, and a small child, to slide toward the river. The group burst into action, basically. Echo pulled out his bow, looking very stunning, standing there with a grin, and with deadly accuracy, fired his bow at the creature. Zulja climbed the muddy hill next to the road to fire on the monster as well. Rain moved to attack as well, flying up and taking position. Groomarsh was awakened by the loud noise and ran out of the carriage and ran straight at one. Shut up! Listen, I don't have any drugs. Ran at straight one of the roof. One of the, unfortunately, 2 men helping to extract the cart, biting off half his face. The battle raged on in the wagon with the driver, the woman, and the little girl continually slipping down when Groomarsh threw the bitten man at the Bulette as a weapon as he was still semi-conscious. The bully reacted. Unfortunately, the Bulette reacted by eating the man and turning him into red mist.
Was that a mistake?
Pilgrim slew the Bulette, and Rain was able to rescue the woman and a small child. Echo then cut the horses free so they would not get pulled into the river, leaving the man in the cart sliding into the river. As the river they were being swept away, a second bullet burst from the river, knocking the man out of the cart. who gave a grateful middle finger to Echo as he went flying down the river.
I got fingered by who? What?
You got the middle finger there, pal.
Oh.
Crashing through a floating... so Zulja eventually jumped the creature's back and held its mouth shut bravely while the rest of the group basically pummeled it to death. Rain eventually did fly off and get the wagon driver. The caravan leader and the passengers of the other two surviving carts were scared, in fear of their lives, asked the group to accompany them. They turned out to be going to the same location as the group, the Abbey, which was their location of the journey. Initially, Hulgrim, as a decent decent metal-fearing guy, was going to help them, but was quickly silenced by the group, and we received 50 gold payment for the escort. They went on, weather cleared up, and as the caravan arrived at Abbey, we arrived to some people inside the Abbey, and it was a refugee camp. And that's where we are. Just arrived. I think that's good cover.
Right, mate. It's not a refugee camp. It's Bonnaroo.
Well, that's right.
Totally.
It's Rockaroo, and Yulgrim had started playing his lute very well, and all the other characters to grow. Unfortunately, the lead singer really fucking tanked it on his role and is hiding in the back right now. So, but everybody else likes the tunes, and that's it. GM, unless you think I missed something.
Nope, that's it. So, you guys arrive. There's like a clearing at the end of the road before the Abbey's walls and main gate. You guys kind of pull the cart over into the woods. People from the others are already sort of beginning to set up tents. There are a lot of other tents and people kind of milling around. There's kind of a large fire pit with a cauldron in the center. And you can see kind of off to the far, so on the map to the east, before the castle, the Abbey's gates, there appear to be two men-at-arms, and kind of standing a few feet away from them is a guy in sort of a dark vest and a green tunic, sort of just standing there. He's not really talking to the guards. He's a few feet away, and he's kind of looking at the gate. And just people start milling about. They're greeted by some of the refugees and sort of help them offload their stuff. The woman, the woman from the cart, she kind of goes over and
about the fatty.
Yeah, she kind of heads over here with her now only one retainer, and so Lady Olivia Neversbot, and she's kind of berating the guy a little, and she like turns around and looks at you guys, and she kind of stops, and she actually starts helping him set up their tent. And in the center here, let me see, make sure, is an older woman, and she is tending to this sort of pot of what appears some sort of stew. All right, so that's the scene that you guys at. It's about, it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you guys are actually starting to feel a little hungry. I mean, you've had your road snacks, which you guys mostly ate the first night.
How's the keg?
Yeah,
is the keg
Keg's doing okay. It's getting about halfway.
The fat woman must have had more snacks. Surely she had food we could have pilfered.
All right, let's get in there, get rid of this book, and then grab a bite.
We could set up and do it. We could do a show. We could do a show. It'd be great.
Right. But we gotta get rid of this book.
I'm quite full. I already ate earlier today. Thank you.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck you up. You're such a selfish prick. We're gonna break this man up.
I'm sorry. Am I selfish? Did you want some? I apologize. Yeah, I got some left.
Just get the fuck away from me, man. Get the fuck away from me, man. I'm gonna rage. God damn.
Face is very filling.
Do not forget, we mounted one of the bullet heads.
Yes, we do have. That's right. We have the bullet head on the cart.
It added to the metal appearance of the van.
Yeah, so definitely as you roll up, the people, kind of look at your carriage, right, with this, garish painting on it and a bullet head on it. They're like, they definitely
blood coming down.
they definitely take a look, and a few people definitely kind of get a kick out of Rain, right? They just don't often see fairies, so they actually seem to be kind of happy.
But Rain is immaculate. Like, there is not a drop of mud or whatever. He's completely clean.
Yep.
Unnaturally so.
So Jules just says that they'll stay with the cart, feed the horses, and make sure everything's locked up and all that. And you guys can go ahead.
Thank you.
Right. Is one of you big jobs gonna grab the book?
I'll get the book.
I want some food.
Well, we gotta go to Abbey. They got food. They should feed us. We're bringing them a damn book.
Does anybody know what a steak on a steak stand is?
Near the mud show.
You are. Oh. Can't take him fucking anywhere, man.
The old woman kind of looks up, who's like stirring this pot. As you get closer, it smells kind of like stew, but very weak. It's got kind of a vegetable smell to it.
Oh my God,
not that
it's hard.
hearty, normal sort of like beef or something. It's just kind of like it just seems very watery. And she kind of looks up and
What's
says,
in the pot, miss?
Right. Is this keto?
Oh my God, I sound like a fucking lineman. What's in the pot, lady, huh? You got good food there, I hope.
Well, it is, she says, welcome to the camp, fellow refugees. Although you don't look like refugees. She says,
We're a band.
Some music. That would liven the spirits here. My name is Jezelyn. And I am a traveler. I'm traveling with my family. And, the stew, I am sorry, it is very meager. My husband and my son are out hunting, and hopefully they will be able to add some fresh meat to it. Right now, it is just mostly roots and some vegetables.
No onions, right?
There might be,
onions.
yes. Well, I don't know. There might be. We
All right,
pretty
I'll
much
take
anything
some,
we can
I'll just
find.
pick them out.
Okay. So you guys want a bowl of her soup?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna.
I love it.
You know-
You just get this bowl of food from these starving people and you're just looking at them away.
So Yulgrim looks around and looks at the starving people and goes, "Hi, no, I'm full. I've eaten." Well, he gets a sudden bout of self-conscious, unlike the rest of the fucking party, and he goes and just walks away with the book and heading toward the priest.
All right. So who eats the soup?
Oh God.
So
Rain's
By the way,
he's still probably like feasting on like one crisp, like one potato crisp.
I am a vegetarian, but con is my dump stat, so
Nice.
Ooh.
What about Gromarsh?
Oh, you know
Gromarsh-
your fucking cast is gonna
Gromarsh
eat some
feels
of that
really
soup.
ill and he has to vomit immediately. And the closest place is the fire pit.
It kind of gives off a awful
Oh, what
smell
a fucking moron.
of steam as you vomit sort of into the hot coals.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my goodness! Are you?
Why couldn't a bullet have taken him? Just take it. I'm just muttering to myself, just taking him away. What the fuck?
I'll have that soup now.
It's okay.
God.
She'll ladle you a bowl of soup. All right.
This is the greatest character ever.
Jesus. If I can't, I'm waiting. I'm gonna start making.
a piece of.
Don't get cheeky with me.
I'm gonna start it's gonna be like a wild magic roll for my character. It's gonna go up each time he does something. When we hit the point, he's gonna turn around and slap the fuck out of him. I'm gonna start doing that. Like, cut the fuck up.
All right. So Echo, go ahead and roll a con save.
Ooh,
awesome.
you're gonna be puking in that fire too.
16, yeah.
All right. So
Good roll.
you take a big, you pick a
Minus
few
one.
onions out and throw them into the fire pit.
That's what saved me.
But yeah, you sip some down, and it is like, you know how Honest Kids has like the juice with 50% of like the sugar or whatever? This is like Honest soup. That giant pot may have like 4 or 5 vegetables in it. It's mostly just hot water.
This is hobo soup.
Yes.
It's hobo soup. It's hot dog
Hot
soup.
dog
with-
water.
It has
dog
some
water.
it has some nice flavoring to it from like herbs or whatever, but
Like
it's
hot dog
just
water
there's just
does.
not much in it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like hot dog water that you put some parsley in. to jazz it up.
This is delicious. It's probably the best de-onion soup I've ever had. Thank you.
She kind of smiles and she says, "Oh, it'll be better once my husband and son bring back some meat to throw in there." But
No.
you said you're a vegetarian, though, so
Yes.
Well, if you just don't get the meat in the bowl, you're fine. All right.
Okay.
Maybe they'll bring back lamb.
That's not
That's
me.
vegetarian.
That's right.
Yeah.
That doesn't
It
count.
is? That
So
doesn't
yeah,
make
Rain is
sense.
trailing Hilgrim.
Okay.
So
I'm going to walk up and talk to the guy while
As a-
they're fucking off and
as-
puking.
yeah, it's all right. As the financial manager for the band, I've got to be there for all the transactions.
Yeah,
So-
okay, whatever. I just can't stand that fucking
He's
Gromesh.
just flying with this huge potato chip that he's just eating.
Yulgrim walks up to the guy in front thinking maybe he's some sort of goes, hey, you work here, man? You one of these Abbey people? You
The
a
guy
monk or something?
does not turn around, does not face you. He's just staring at the gates.
Smack him
He kind of like
on the back. Hey.
jump. He kind of jumps a little, like nervous jump. And he turns around, and you can see this guy looks like he hasn't eaten in a long time. Like it's very different. Like some of them look hungry. Most people just look like they're just destitute, like they've been on the road. They're refugees. This guy looks like really hungry. Like his kind of cheeks are a little sunken in, and he goes, "What? It's almost mealtime. I'm so hungry.
Why are you hungry, mate?
Well,
God, what am I, a fucking cockney now?
I know.
Why are you hungry? What, you have not eaten?
Well, look, you're a barbarian. Cockney is about it right there.
Yeah. What is wrong? You
I'm
have
waiting
not
for them
eaten?
to bring some food out. I'm so hungry. There's nothing to eat.
Why not?
I don't. There's
good
just nothing
enough.
to eat. I'm just hungry. And the one guard kind of says,
I think I have a little jerky on me, I think, right? Because I'm 15 for luck,
I
maybe.
mean, you're a halfling, so
Yeah, so it's a little
jerky.
piece. I just say, here, eat this. Just
the
eat it.
guy takes it and he starts chewing it, and he coughs a little bit and spits a little out, and he's like, "Oh, what is?" Like it seems like to him it looks like it's the worst thing he's ever tasted.
Listen, goddammit, if you don't want, I'll take that shit back right now. I got a guy vomiting in a fire pit. We'll eat it in a second.
He goes, "What
but
is this spoiled?"
No, it's jerky. It's dried meat. It's spiced. It lasts longer. It's very protein. It has a lot of good stuff in it. If you worked in nature and you fought with the fury of the gods like I do, you see how good that is. You listen to emo music, don't you?
He says,
Right, Hilgrim, we all know.
You do. I know it. You skinny fuck. You choose to be that way. God, get the fuck out of my way. And I just walk around him. And then I go to the two other guys. And I walk back and I almost take my jerky and I look at him and I go, next time. And then I walk back to the guards and go, excuse me.
So, well, you can't. All right. So before you get there, they
Actually,
will
that's what I'm gonna
interpose
do.
themselves between you and the gate. So the guards, they're wearing like chainmail. They've got like cloaks. They have spears and shields, and they've kind of watched the whole exchange. They've got kind of like a smile on their face, and the one says, "Sorry." He goes, "Woble, just stand back. Let these people through. You know the food's coming out in about 10-15 minutes. Quit your griping. You got more food here than you would anywhere else." And he looks over at you guys. What's the, he goes, wow. He kind of looks at the both of you. He goes, well, he kind of shakes, says, what are you fine individuals doing here?
Right, mate, we got a delivery here from the Great Library.
Hold the book up.
Yeah, for the abbot himself. We've been paid handsomely.
From Fuzzbin.
Hey, just a second. He calls up. He goes, "Hey, we've got people outside. They say they're here to deliver something from the Great Library." And you hear from upstairs, "Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about it." The guy's like, "Well, of course you don't. Go check." And so you wait for a couple minutes, and then you hear a voice from the tower above. "Oh, they said it's okay. Let them in."
Oh, all right. Where's the rest of our group?
Looks like they're over there. One guy's getting sick near the soup. Told that
We might
crazy
wanna
old
leave
lady
him.
she's gonna poison people.
What? She's poisoning people?
No, she's gonna with that crazy homemade hobo soup she's making. They got plenty of food. They bring it out 3 times a day. There's nothing these people should be complaining about.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I start signaling the rest of the band. Hey, let's go, come on. You gotta get the gig done. I'm holding the book up.
All right.
Oh, the
Echo.
gig.
Gromesh, you fucking lousy. Come on.
I'm coming. Come on, Gromo.
Oh, sorry. Who the fuck are you again?
I grabbed
See,
him by the
this
collar.
is
and
why I
start
don't fucking
dragging
like
him
you.
along.
You
Who
don't
are
remember
you?
shit. I'm the goddamn lead player, you fucking high piece of shit. You don't remember any of us. And he just walks in. Whoa, hey.
Oh, screen share.
Apparently we broke it. But
It's-
then he just stumbles in. He just walks in.
All right. So you guys, they open the gates and they lead you into a fairly decorated corridor, a courtyard. Inside there are rows and rows of bright flowers growing in raised beds, cobblestone pathways, sort of the sweet smell of flowers surround you. And you are met by a sort of a scribe who looks a lot like the ones from the Great Library. And he kind of gives a little bit of a bow, and he says, "Hello, my name is Randall, and I'm going to show you around, good sirs. You said you have a delivery for the head scholar?"
Yes, we have this book.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Let me just follow me. And he reaches into his pockets and pulls out an apple and starts munching on the apple. Oh, I love apples. You could eat them all day long. And he kind of turns and starts shuffling in his little gray robes toward the main building.
Does he look well fed?
He looks not. He's not fat. So he
He's
looks
lean?
lean. Yeah, he looks lean. He's a little older, but he doesn't look like starving. He doesn't look, hollow skin or anything like that. No, he's just kind of wiry.
So how about the whole upkeep of the Abbey? Does this look like
It looks
cleaned and
very
maintained,
nice. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. There's like, you see little fountains. He walks you through around like a cobblestone path. And now that you're inside the walls, you can really see sort of the land rises up a little, as you go past the Abbey. And you can see fields of like, orchards of apple trees, grapevines, all kinds of produce. And you see kind of scurrying around the grounds here and there. There are other scribes in gray robes, and some of them are like sweeping the cobblestones. Others are like bringing in sort of baskets of vegetables or fruit or cut flowers.
All right, what's the problem? Everything here seems to be growing pretty well. Why you've got all those people outside?
Oh, those people, they're refugees from the South. Terrible, terrible things going on in the South. Raiders, monsters. When they come through, we give them food, and some of them, they take food and go, and others stay, and some have even come to join and work here. The master is, he's trying to help as many as he can.
Well, we were told that things here weren't growing. Things look to be growing pretty well here.
Oh, we've heard the stories. Yes, there's some of the other places. We've studied all kinds of agricultural ins and outs, like apples. Lots of apples. We study apples. I study apples all the time.
What do you like about apples?
Oh, they're so crisp and sweet, and there's so many different kinds. I could just eat them all day long. And he kind of laughs a little. And he goes, in fact, and he tosses puts a rind, so the core in his pocket, and then reaches back into his right pocket, pulls out another apple. He says, I do. And he takes another bite and kind of shuffles forward some more.
You're a little weirdo, aren't you?
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We scribes live a simple life here. We're not city folk like you.
Insulting way. It's just my fey nature to kind of point out the obvious. So I didn't really mean it as a negative thing. It's just the way you are. It's just really super super weird.
Oh, well, would you like an apple? I love apples.
Boy, Randy, do you have any wormwood?
We don't have worms in our apples, no, and not in the trees.
No, you fucking sod. Do you have any wormwood? I need something. I need to get fucking my fix on.
He says,
God damn it.
I don't think we have anything like that, but we do have some fine wine.
Just give him some fucking
Boy,
drugs.
can
Give
we
him
just
something.
drop off the package and get the fuck out of here? I just want to fuck off. This place sucks.
God, yeah, do anything to shut him up. Anything,
His
please.
smile
Just go.
kind of
Come on.
fades a little bit, and then he kind of says, okay, well, all right, I guess we'll get going. And he
this
starts
damn
leading you
book
around
off.
the courtyards. And up ahead, you hear the sound of sort of the clink and clash of metal, like swords hitting shields or swords hitting swords. And you come around a corner, and there's sort of like a stable with a few horses, and you see a group of guards, and a couple of them. Most of them are just kind of standing around, either having a flag and a veil. And there's a couple doing some practice fighting, and they kind of turn and look up, and one of them says, Randall, there you are. How's the apples going? And they kind of. Guy pulls another apple, puts a core in his pocket, pulls another apple out of his robe pocket.
Fucking
They're
God.
as good
Where's
as
the
ever.
apples?
Good as ever.
Just fuck the apples. Can we get this book in? God.
And so as you're passing by, they're training, and you see at the end of the little courtyard, you see two men who are not dressed
Eating
as the
apples.
other guards. They have chainmail on, and they have swords. But they are sort of like watching and laughing, and standing next to them is a tall gentleman in heavy armor. And so he's sort of sitting
Serious
back,
dude.
and he has a sort of a large goblet and a small plate next to him with looks to be some sort of like a turkey leg on it, that he is sort of eating the roasted turkey leg and sipping and kind of laughing and watching, and he'll periodically like, Brodo, lower that shield. Marcos, watch that, watch your footing. And he kind of looks up and sees you and says, greetings. You must be the adventurers sent here to deliver something to the master of the scholar. I am Sir Franklin, and these are my guards and my assistants. This is Gorth and Morty. And he points to the two other men sitting next, kind of near him. Now, who's a fighter in the group? Actually, it probably doesn't matter. Everybody make a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Right, I've got levels in fighter.
Just everybody go ahead and make a wisdom check. If you have fighter or fighter double class, you get advantage on your roll.
All right, I just got barbarian.
And you said it's a wisdom
Yep.
check?
Oh, God.
Okay.
8.
This is gonna suck.
I made a wisdom saving throw, but that's the same.
Oh.
Oh, how about insight? That's what you're supposed to.
Well, I guess, insight. Sorry. Yeah, use insight.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be any better now.
12.
Let's see.
Oh,
There's
it's actually better.
one, and
You got a
I
14.
get
Oh.
You get advantage.
2.
You can roll twice.
Yeah, that's why I did do twice.
20.
12.
Okay.
Oh, well, Echo knows everything
All
about this
right, you
person,
guys are.
including his fact that he's not circumcised. Yeah.
All right, so Echo. So the rest of you guys know that they're just not dressed like the other guards, and they're probably maybe like, I don't know, someone higher in the hierarchy. Echo, as you're walking in, you catch their eyes, and you realize just the way they're sitting, the way their stance, how they hold themselves, and just the look on their eyes. These two are killers.
Oh, okay.
The other guardsmen just seem like town guard, right? They might rough up a drunk, or they're trying to do their job. These two guys look like they are seasoned fighters, rough. You've seen them like some of the bars with like the really bad, mean bouncers and stuff. These guys are definitely not regular guards.
Yeah, like recognizes like.
Yeah. So Franklin seems very nice, jovial. He seems, your typical knight. And he says, go ahead.
My, that's a big sword you've got there.
He kind of, almost as big as his turkey leg. And he holds it up and takes a big greasy bite of it. He says,
Do you know how to use it?
He says, would you like to find out?
God damn it. I'd like to get rid of the book.
He says, all right.
When do you get off?
Oh, he says we can find out right now.
I mean,
What
in
the-
front of everyone.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys
sure.
smack your dicks together and get it over with? Jesus Christ.
So he kind of grabs up his sword and like walks out into the middle of the courtyard. He says, "All right, let's see what you've got here, traveler. What's your name?"
You can call me Echoes.
Echoes. All right.
Echoes, just try not to
I pull down my pants.
He's like,
pull out my real soul.
he's like, he stops for a second. He goes, what are you doing?
I like the freedom of movement.
He says, all right.
This happens everywhere we go. God.
Gorth and Morty they kind of smile at this.
I take off my quiver and put down my bow, and I keep my sword sheathed. Both of them.
He's like, okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, we'll just do tags. Just a tap, just a tip.
Just
A tip? Really? Really? Oh, man.
You tease.
Is your short out of the seat?
God, you're giving him so much ammo, and I'm not even smart.
Rain punches the potato crisp that he's eating
Jesus.
and offers half to Holgrim. You know?
I just take it and I just start
Oh, man, this is gonna be good.
Yep, I'll take a small nibble.
Rain's got it with like 2 hands. He's eating this thing. So.
How about nibble?
So-
Actually, it's a whole hand for Holgrim.
Oh, go ahead.
So, you want me to tell you what I'm actually going to do, or
You can. So basically, normally, I'm not sure what you're going to do. Normally, it would just be contested, like attacks, like sparring. And what are you going to do? I mean, that's what he's going to do. He's assuming.
I'm going to bonus action dodge, and then I'm going to slap him open hand slap him with my hands.
Thank you, your hand. I was not sure where this was
He
going.
is pantsless.
I was not sure where this was going. Okay, so
that he only brings that out if he used flurry of blows.
so how does flurry of blows is when there's a lot of people. So this dodge, how does that work?
I think it just adds 5 to my AC, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow. Okay.
Don't think
So
that.
if you're not attacking him, do you have it? Can you post it in the chat?
Yeah.
If he can, I
Then
can.
we can tell our viewers or listeners.
Because you're taking the dodge. You're talking about the dodge action. Yes?
Bonus action.
Right. Well, it's a bonus action for a monk.
Yeah.
When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. If you can see the
okay, there you
attacker,
go.
and you make dexterity throws, saving throws with advantage. You lose this benefit if you were incapacitated, or if your speed drops to 0.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
So he's got.
All right, so he just has to make an attack then. Okay. So let me figure out.
Yeah, I just have an AC of 15 for the moment.
Oh boy. Okay. So he takes his stance. He's like,
Great
and he
sword, wow.
takes a swing, and so he gets a
So
15. Yes. So does that hit? Are you a 15?
Yep.
All right. So you kind of dodge around, and he just barely nicks your your tunic.
Okay.
And he says, you sure that's fancy footwork, but shouldn't you have a weapon, or am I just trying to hit you? Are you some kind of a dancer?
18 and 20, do those hit?
The 20 does. So he's saying that mid-speak, and you sort of just like smack him in the face.
Bang!
He's like, oh, he kind of like, what? Where'd that come from? What? He says, again?
Sure.
All right. So he will try to smack you. Does anybody say anything from the sidelines?
Oh. That's it.
Rain's gonna fly up a little bit and scope this place out while that's going on, while everybody's attention is drawn down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. So he's on at disadvantage again.
All right.
Ooh. So, all right, I'm trying to slap him again a couple times. And
he does tap you with the edge of his sword.
Okay. So 16 does not hit. Ooh, and 10 does not hit. So 16 doesn't hit, right?
No. He kind of brushes your hand away and sort of smacks you. So you try to hit him. He kind of brushes your 2 attacks away and kind of smacks you on your naked leg, on the side of your leg with the sword, and kind of steps back. Sort of says, "You have a very strange style, trying to slap me."
Should I use my sword?
Well, I mean, we could, but
Here, let me introduce you to Bread Knife.
Bread Knife, okay.
This is my ancestral sword.
Ah, how honorable!
Pleased to meet you.
What is it? Does it look like it's fancy or?
It's a long sword. Yeah, it's it's definitely magical.
Okay.
It's got design up the blade.
He says that is an excellent blade, sir.
Thank you. I only take it out for special occasions. So, but you seem to have warranted an introduction.
All right. So last time, and then I will let you guys on your way. And so this time it's a little different. Well, tell me what you're going to. So normally it would just be contested rolls. So not hitting an armor class, but just whoever rolls the highest attack roll gets the wins, gets the tap.
Okay.
Can I jump in here
Yeah.
for a second? Are you using agile parry or are you making a full dodge action?
I'm not. I wasn't holding a weapon, so I can't use agile parry, but now I can.
Now, if you make an unarmed strike as part of an attack action, then you can use agile parry.
And are holding a Kinsei weapon.
Oh, I thought you were holding your sword.
I just pulled it out now.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
And Tyr, real quick before we do the roll, so you don't see anything different. I mean, you just see for the whole. So what you do see from a higher perspective is that beyond the walls, the vegetation does not look as healthy. Like it's like super healthy and green. So for the acres and acres that you can see within the area of the Abbey, it seems to be very lush. And beyond it, it's not terrible, but definitely like a different paler shade of green of the foliage.
Can I make a nature roll to see if that's normal?
Sure. A 9. So yeah, sure. I mean, they just probably have a fresh well, and they've got all these people working the land, and they're really trained at it. So yeah, it's totally that's normal.
Okay. Fly back down once I've scouted the area.
All right. Echo, let's wrap up this.
So we're just rolling one attack roll to see. Okay, all right, we can do that. So my AC is 17 now.
Okay.
Damn.
Did you use your dodge though?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you actually you score the point because your 13 beats his 12, right? Because he's at disadvantage. Yeah.
Man, I'm rolling pretty shitty today though.
Luckily, you're just tapping each other.
Yeah.
Good points to you, sir. Points to you. And he kind of laughs. He looks back at the Morty and Gort. He goes, "Who'd have thought? I've been bested by a man with no pants." And they just kind of, They're really not much of a laughing trouble.
I bow and I turn to walk away, and I bend over to pick up my pants.
All right. He kind of goes back over and grabs up his big turkey leg and takes another giant bite. And Randall says, Sir Franklin, but you gotta, I have to bring them up to the master. No more of this tomfoolery. He's like, fine, Randall, go eat an apple. And Randall's sort of like, oh, I will. And he puts a core in his left pocket and pulls another apple out of his right pocket. Starts eating an apple. All right. And so that's, nobody else. All right. So no one, I was waiting to see if the Gormesh would try to eat his turkey leg. All right. So you guys are escorted into the Abbey, and it's kind of a beautiful but beautiful and boring sort of. It reminds you a lot inside of the Great Library, right? Very kind of quiet, other scribes kind of shuffling along, not really talking to anybody. And he leads you through kind of a great room and up some stairs, and eventually to sort of a large wooden door. And he knocks, and you hear from the other side of the door,
"Come in."
And he opens the door and sort of holds it open for you, and he says, "The master's chambers, good travelers. I'll be waiting outside." And he takes another bite of apple, and he just kind of leans against the wall.
You get the shits a lot, though.
Less than you'd think.
Less than I think. I think you get him a real lot, though.
He's got some good fiber.
All right. You are met with the smell of incense and meat. And as you go in, there's a large sort of office. It's a room with bookshelves, scrolls. And at the end of the table, you see the fattest elf you have ever seen. He is monstrously fat. Opulent sort of clothing. In front of him is sort of a pile of scrolls and a huge plate of sort of looks like turkey legs, ribs, sausages. There's a plate of potatoes and vegetables, a giant flagon and a goblet. And he's sort of in mid gnawing on a rib, and he kind of looks up and kind of wipes his face. He's like,
"You must be the travelers sent from the great library."
Yeah, are you related to the fat one downstairs you brought with us?
I don't know.
Just asking it, because if you are, there's a fat one downstairs here who might be related to you, and no disrespect intended. I just got your book.
He kind of glowers at you and says,
"A fat what?"
"Woman."
Yeah, I'll consider it.
And he says,
"You brought the book." Yes,
Yeah.
Bring the book here.
Oi, Pillsbury, can you share some of that?
Oh, yes, yes.
And he points over at a table that's next to his desk, and the table is covered with fruit, vegetables, meat, some flagons, looks like some wine, some small mini kegs of ale.
I'll drop the book on the table and go get some meat and wine.
I grab a flagon with the dragon.
Right? He
About time.
he pulls the book closer to him, and
Yes, exquisite.
he opens it and starts thumbing through the pages. Nathan, you're the one who had succeeded on sort of the roll on the book when you first saw it. You kind of cringe a little as his greasy fingers flip these pages, leaving little stains on the pages. And he picks up a mug of wine. A couple drops fall on one page as he takes a huge swig.
Yes, very good, very good.
I reach for one of those cloth napkins on the table, and I kind of say, "Sir."
Yes. Fellow elf, good to see you.
Yeah. So, you've been eating the humans' food and drinking the humans' wine.
Oh, it's good. It's good once you get the taste for it.
Oh, right, lad. Pardon me, Mr. Kingpin. We were told this abbey was suffering. They didn't have enough food. That's why we were bringing the book. You guys look like you're doing all right for yourselves.
Oh, the book's not for us. We're doing great. The book is to help with the other places around the city that are not within the Abbey's walls, and who don't have the same training and perseverance and hard work as my scribes do. They think there might be a blight, or some kind of sickness, or something related to what happened down at Seawall. I will have to examine the book and see.
He kind of flips a couple more pages.
Does that sound familiar to any of us? What happened at Seawall?
That's where the rift opened and the chaos creatures started coming out of.
Okay, gotcha.
This is excellent. Please, you've been on the road, I assume. Eat, drink. Tell me of your journey here.
He scarfs down a biscuit.
A 12-pack of biscuits.
He's got like a tray, just holds it up.
This obese piece of
To
crap.
bore you. I mean, just your normal, rescuing refugees, fighting bullets, normal everyday stuff for people like us.
Yeah, people like you. So, I take it you're adventurers.
Well, we're a band,
right,
and we
no,
kind of
we're a band.
moonlight as adventurers.
Oh, a band.
Play metal.
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful. We have a festival coming up. Sort of a way to, give sort of a celebration and hope to the refugees. Perhaps you could play at it.
Right, we could check our schedule. Booked up quite extensively, but we could maybe fit your festival in. I see you have like a Bonnaroo type setup out there. If you can get a stage, we need a changing room. My friend here only eats the brown candies in the bag of candies, no other colors. I don't want to bore you with the details. We can just talk about
Don't
money.
forget the bacon.
Yeah, and my mate here he only eats bacon. Only eats bacon. Just bacon all day.
Bacon on everything.
When I say a lot of bacon, I mean all your bacon. You will eat all.
We have many, many nice fat pigs that we are going to slaughter for this feast. And to no point rushing away, our celebration is just I can't even remember. I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow the day after. I don't do all the details. I just said, we should make these people feel better. But if you would play, it would just delay you maybe a day or so. I could pay you.
Right. A rush booking, of course, would be a slight additional fee. But you don't have to work numbers with us. We'll get one of your acolytes to do that. It's fine. Just whoever holds the purse strings around here.
Oh, this is very good indeed. The book and entertainment. Yes, dinner and a show. All in one.
He kind of, a little bit of food dribbles down his face.
You are hideous.
Rain is blanching.
I'll take the napkin and I'll sir, you're let me get that for you.
Oh, right. You go to wipe it and he licks it off his chin, his waist not, what not.
Do you want one more wafer? Just one tiny wafer.
The wafer thin.
With the wafer thin, sir.
He says, well, I do not have places to put you up, but you are free to stay in the camp. There's food.
Whoa. This huge abbey. And you're going to make us sleep outside?
Well...
I mean, no disrespect, sir, but we traveled all this way and rescued refugees and fought bullets to get this book to you, and you're gonna make us sleep on the lawn? I mean, that seems a little harsh, don't you think?
As he's saying this, there's a slight shimmer of sparks in the air behind him, and there's a glint in his eye as I use prestidigitation.
He says,
well, you make a convincing argument. My scribes are not used to people as exuberant as we are. But I will talk to Sir Franklin. Maybe this would be good for us to do, not leave you out in the cold. But it will probably take a little time. We'll let you know tonight. But I think it can happen. We would not want to be bad hosts.
A further use of prestidigitation. Now Echoes has anime hair, so he's the flowing.
I already have anime hair. So.
Yeah.
But now you have the wind blowing.
Okay, there you go.
I think that's it. Anyone have any other questions? So he says,
Well, I will have Randall show you out. Odd little fellow, but nice enough. Takes care of the apples.
Does all he eats apples?
He does love apples. I always tell him, one day you're going to eat so many apples you'd turn into one.
That would be awesome.
Did you get my whisper in
I did not, because I'm not looking at chat, and I should be. It's so I mean, like the goblet he's drinking from looks nice. His clothing is very fancy. But most of the office, like the plate settings and stuff, but most of the office is just like parchment scrolls, books. It definitely doesn't have like luxury items.
Okay.
I mean, you figure his clothes are probably the most expensive thing in the room, just by buying them by the foot or by the. But yeah, no opulent, no. It's interesting. It's very very austere and functional, except for like his desk and that other the little table that has all the food all over it. Oh, and the bucket next to his bed that's not his bed, his desk, which just has like a pile of bones in it.
Like human bones?
And they appear to be like ribs and little mostly ribs, like little chicken thighs or whatever. Some undiscernible. It's hard to tell in the bucket.
All right, well, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it for now.
All right, well, again, thank you.
And he closes the book and he opens a drawer in his desk and sets the book inside of it and shuts it.
Says, thank you for delivering this. I will have to pore over it and ponder. Until then, Randall will show you out, and we'll send someone, maybe even Randall, out to let you know about accommodations. We may have to make some adjustments, make some people move. But we'll accommodate you. Yes. So you will play at the festival.
God damn it, we're going to rock at the festival.
That will make the people happy.
Okay.
You know, when he goes up to look at the food on the table, we'll just.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, he gets up, the chair kind of creaks, he stands up. He's also surprisingly tall it depends. Some elves are tall, but he's fairly tall and big, and he kind of walks over, since you're on like a higher level, you sort of hear the wood creak under his boots as he sort of saunters over, and he sort of like picks up a chicken, rips part of half of a chicken off and starts eating it.
All right, well, there should be late lunch and then dinner served at the camp tonight. But if you're here inside, when you're inside, maybe we will have dinner together.
Oh, then there's going to be a lot of food.
Yes, I would love to have you.
He looks over at Holgram and says,
yes, I would love to have you for dinner.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Phrasing?
Yeah, what is the phrasing in this place?
Right, Your Majesty. This is fantastic. We'll go work up a set list, and we can talk about it amongst the band.
Oh yes, but I am just Master Silmar. I am just the head scribe in Abbey for the Abbey. I am no noble, no bow not to me. Just a simple scribe.
Right then, Governor. No problems. We'll go on.
all right.
Flies out.
All right, so outside eating what appears to be a fresh apple is Randall, and he says, "Oh, all right. Well, let's go back out. I'll show you out of the thing, and then we'll see you soon. They're probably having lunch now, and or late lunch, and so follow me." And he kind of starts munching on an apple and keeps walking. Takes you back downstairs, kind of following the way you came through. When you go through the one courtyard, the guards have sort of dispersed. There's nobody else there. Looks like their training session is over. The only thing left in there is the goblet and the flagon and a plate with what appears to be the gnawed sort of bone of the turkey leg still sitting on the plate on a stack of hay.
Oh, this all seems to be too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little disturbing.
What? Tastes like chicken.
Look, mates, where I come from, elves, they don't get like that.
No,
Really?
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, you think he's got like a thyroid problem? Oh, I heard that makes you fat, so... I should have yelled at that lady. She could have a thigh. I should probably apologize.
Holger may be the good guy in this group.
Holmgrim's bloodlust is just like I can see it now. It peaks and then it ebbs, and when it ebbs, I feel bad. Maybe I should balance my chakras.
Oh God!
Can I detect magic?
Can you?
Can you? No.
You haven't used magic yet,
I don't
Bard.
think so.
Why don't you?
Hold on a second.
I mean, you're a bard, so you might have detect magic.
Why break form? Don't use magic. Keep going.
Yeah, I can imagine like half of his spell casting being like just kind of like out of like a gut reaction.
Right, not planned. Does he have summon drugs instead of food and drink?
Does not.
Summon opioids.
I mean, and you guys like see, this is all too fucking good to be true. So, what do you guys think?
I don't understand anything you just said.
Hey, you fucking twat! I said you have, and then he passes out.
So I think our inebriated friend was trying to say he doesn't trust the situation that we're in, nor the people that we're dealing with.
Right, like, look, as long as they come through the purse strings, I'm happy to play. But yeah, this situation seems a bit sketchy.
Yeah, it's just, I've never seen 5 elves that big together. So
I'll trust
I'm a
you.
little worried about what his focus on food is.
Right, and the elves in this realm usually are vegetarians, aren't they?
I mean, I wouldn't really know, but
Right. You're a legend. We know that. But
yeah.
the other ones who live here mostly are vegetarians.
I mean, if they're smart, sure.
Right. Yeah. It's a bit. He was disgusting. He was a fat, disgusting blob. It was a fat, fucking disgusting blob. It starts losing his shit. Like,
It could be, but if he has a thyroid problem, we have to give him benefits here. I mean,
no, there's no excuse for bad table manners, mate. Fuck him and fuck this place. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Cast fireball.
Randall.
where's the apple
pipes
guy?
up.
I'm going to kill him.
He's standing
weird.
right there. He just kind of pipes up and says, the gate is there. Did your friend need help going out?
Oh, no,
Do you think an apple would make him feel better?
Sure.
And he kind of like takes an apple out from his right pocket and kind of
Wait a minute. Stop. How many fucking apples? I pat him down. I'm going to walk upstairs.
He's like,
Apple.
He says, you can just ask for one. Now he's got like these big kind of robe pockets, whatever, and you just feel there's like a wad of like he's got like
testicles.
a bunch
My
of He's
God.
got a bunch of apples in one and a bunch of cores in the other. But yeah, he's
You know what?
it's not like a pocket of holding. Yeah, you're like, you like apples and sausage.
How you like them apples?
all right.
So,
I'm like, all right.
That's not an apple. Right. Yes.
So I'm thinking, how far are we from the seawall where the rift opened?
Oh, you guys are about 2 weeks north.
Okay.
And these things that came through, do we know like any particular demon or devil they serve?
You know that they are demons, so they are chaotic neutral, and the one type you heard of, they was Slod. Those kind of like frog demons.
Okay.
But there's been all kinds of weird stuff, but there were definitely Slod in the city.
But no kind of like demon that represents like gluttony or anything like that.
I mean, not in any of the report. I mean, again, the reports from refugees are more just like you'd expect, like, monsters ate my dingo or whatever, my baby or whatever, and but nothing very specific. There's not anyone like, well, yes, the So no, people just throw the word around demon.
Okay. All right. Just pulling on a string.
All right, so you guys are at the gate. A couple of guards call up, "Open the gates," and they crank it open. And it's about 4:30. It's been a couple hours. All this sort of walking around, seeing the grounds. As you go out, take you back to the camp. All right, so you guys emerge from the. Are you guys carrying Gromarsh?
Dragging.
All right.
Dragging.
And the two guards are out there.
His tusks are leaving a rush on the ground.
He's face down.
Yeah.
A lot of people have moved around the fire. So there's a little smaller fire over here. Some people, the fat lady's over at that fire. Should not be called her that. She's a nice lady. No, she's not a nice lady. She just happens to be. And the guy who you had seen earlier, who the guards called Wobble, he's not over. He's over by a tent down here, and you see he's got like a whole bunch of like food, and he is just like scarfing it down. And other people are eating, just sort of. And there's food. You see like boxes and wooden boxes, and there's some of it has like vegetables, and there's like dried meats and fruit and it's apples, and people are eating and sitting down and talking around the fires. Wobble seems to he's kind of gone off to himself with a box all to himself, and he's just like, munch, 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 munch. And
so the amount of food that these people are getting, does it look like they should be starving?
No, I mean, and again, most of them don't look like they're starving. There's a few that look kind of hungry. He's the one that's like, he looks really like sunken in and not looking well. Definitely starving.
That is odd. If he's eating this much, he shouldn't be that skinny.
But if they're bringing this stuff out like 3 times a day, it seems pretty hard to starve.
Right, mate. Look. He's perhaps just got a problem with the nose candy. Like, you don't gain weight.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe he's got some of that.
I mean, look, Gromarsh, like he dropped like 50 stone. I mean, it was amazing.
Maybe I might have to go get some for Gromarsh because it shuts him the fuck up. When he gets on his rants, it just makes me angry.
Gromarsh, Rain comes in and starts slapping her. Gromarsh, that dude might have drugs.
Oh, let's eat him.
No.
He points him in the direction of that dude.
I grab him by the waist.
Apple I say I want his fucking mouth.
I slapped him over the head with my scabbard and said, "No, bad Gromarsh."
You're not eating any book. Dude, that's what happened during the incident. You started firing and eating. It just
no incident. There was no incident.
Oh. You might have
Gromarsh,
drugs, you idiot.
Gromarsh, you do feel something in your pocket, your pants pocket.
It's a penis.
It's my
What
penis.
is it?
Oh, God.
It's an apple.
I throw it at the fucking tot.
At the what?
Tot.
What?
He finds a child and throws it at the child.
Basically.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, you're such a...
Some little kid happily running by.
Make it to hit roll.
All right. So do you guys go talk to the starving guy, or do you go to the fire where most of the people are sitting around having sort of late lunch?
No, Gromarsh is going to go
Ray will
talk
fly over to the fire.
Okay, you guys can move yourselves where you want to go.
You'll move the fire too.
I
The
go.
guys over here do
Can I,
drugs.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Oi, you two birds! I'd like to get a poke. I'll give you some food.
The woman kind of like pulls her very young child close to her and says,
Oh, my God.
I don't know who you are, but this is not appropriate.
I got food.
We all have
Gromarsh,
food.
Come with me now. Just ignore him. He's an idiot. Come with me.
How much for the women?
Follow me. Follow me, Gromarsh. I drag Gromarsh over to the guy we thinks has drugs.
Oh,
All right.
And I go,
So I go look at the. I go. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you can go, Tyr, because I think this is going to end badly. Go.
Well, I was just gonna. So I fly over to the watery stew. Has she added anything?
No, she has not, and she seems a little distracted.
Right, miss. Right.
Yes?
Yeah. Eyes up.
Yes?
Eyes up. Rise up here.
Yes.
the meat?
Little fairy.
Right. Where's the meat for your fire? And by the way, I'm very large for my size, so I won't take that as an insult this time.
Okay. All right. Well, don't. Yes. Well, no. There's no meat here. No, none.
Right. He has some meat. He points down on the ground where there's this human-sized sack of the meat that he took from the table.
She says, "Oh, where did you get that from?"
Right. Look, I just got it, Bert. That's all you have to worry about. Just fucking take the meat and put it in your goddamn stew.
She says, "Okay,
Be a
okay."
little fucking grateful. First you insult my size, now you insult the fucking meat I bring to your table. That's pretty goddamn rude where I come from.
I say so too.
She kind of looks up at you for a second. Her brow kind of furrows. She's like, She goes, you're talking to an elder, and you need
right,
to.
lady, I am 350 years old. How much older are you than I am?
She says, she kind of goes over, grabs the meat, and she opens the bag.
I don't take lip from children.
She grabs the bag, takes the meat, sniffs it, and dumps it into the stew. She looks over at Echo, and she says, she starts stirring the pot again. And she says, thank you for bringing the meat. She calls up to Rain. It should make the stew taste better.
Right,
and,
that's proper.
She looks over at Echo, and she says, you all seem... I heard the stories... that the people you traveled with told how you defeated those two dreadful beasts. Could I ask you all a favor?
Oh, is this a fetch quest?
Yeah.
Well, no, I say that.
Yes.
She says, I don't know about a quest, but could you help find my son and my husband? They haven't returned.
They're probably dead.
Oh, Jesus. We're over here trying to get drugs, man. Come on.
So this is the same husband and son that went out hunting sometime today?
Yes, but they should have been back hours ago.
And have they been hunting before? Do you know where they hunt?
They hunt to the south of here. They've had a little luck, but not much. There's some small game, some rodents, a couple of rats, some rabbits, but not much. They said not a lot. They would expect more game, but they have been able to find some stuff, and I'm just worried. They should not have been gone so long. It's getting close to being dark. I don't want them out there if they get lost. You all look. Or at least what I've been told.
Do you have like a shredder clothing that I can get to my half orc to sniff their trail?
Yes. And she kind of runs over to a tent and rummages through some stuff and brings out like a couple of old kind of worn socks.
Oh my God.
He has some extra socks. They still smell. I haven't had a chance to wash them.
Oh yeah, these are rancid. This is perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Right, and what do they look like?
Well, she kind of describes fairly general older man, around 55, so pretty old for a dude. And the son, same thing, sort of brown hair, brown eyes. Gives you their names again. The husband's name is Tredor, and their son is Bingon.
And the reward for this is this like is this like for sex or for money or drugs or what are we trading for?
Oh, now you're talking.
She kind of gets a little closer to you, and she kind of gets a little twinkle in her eye as she looks at you. I don't know if you share the picture of her with you real quick, if I haven't already done it. Where is she?
Oh, please do. Please do.
This beautiful, beautiful beast of a creature.
Does she have all her teeth? Or some?
Most. Where is the old woman? That's so weird. Well, I will
I'm
have
kind
to.
of picky. Does she have a heartbeat?
Yeah, that's right.
For now.
For now, right.
I saw a deal breaker.
So she kind of leans in. She says, I've been known to dabble. I'm a bit of a naturalist. I've been known to dabble in some of the natural relaxers and stimulants. Perhaps, you find my son and my husband, and perhaps I could part with some of my stash.
Oh, not really what I was thinking about, but yeah, I think maybe we can work with that.
Well, she gets a little closer and she kind of runs. You feel her fingers run along your arm. She's like, "Well, I mean, we can always negotiate something else, sweetie."
Well, all right. Well,
I mean, to you, as your friend said, as an elf, I'm like a little girl. She's like craggy.
and your husband?
I mean, he sleeps in a lot. He's a good man.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're misreading me, woman.
Oh. My husband probably not as keen, but maybe my son.
Oh my god. And the show's over.
Thank you for listening to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast latest story, Sex, Drugs, and Saving Throws, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. My name is Matt, and I've been your co-host and tour manager for this adventure. The Mithril Maidens are Nathan, playing as Echoes of Banter, an Eladrin elf monk and bagpipe player. Tyr as Rain Northshire, a Fey archer thief and bass lutist. Sean as Hulgrim, the Lost Shire, a halfling barbarian and the lead lutist. Chris as Zulja Azaya, a half-orc bard and the band's drummer. And Anthony as Gromarsh, a half-orc bard and lead singer of the band. Top it off, we've got Malcolm returning to play the role of Orin Kilroy, a half-elf priest and manager of the Mithril Maidens. Original art for Sex, Drugs, and Saving Throws was done by Simone Tometa, also known as Old Raging Barbarian. It's awesome artwork and it captures the metal feel of the show. Music and sound effects were provided by Dark Fantasy Studio, Audio Jungle, and SoundQ. If you like what you hear, please follow, like, and subscribe to our stream or channels on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or just about anywhere you find podcasts. We also really appreciate your feedback and chatting with folks so that we feel free to tweet us, comment on our YouTubes, or leave us a review so that we can reach even more people. You can also visit our website at theaarpgs.com, where you can read more about the cast, listen to old episodes, and even shop our store for some cool geek chic merchandise. So thank you again for taking your time to sit down with us at our gaming table, and until next time, be safe, be kind to each other, and play games.